Focus on YouTube. Focus on YouTube is the message I received from another YouTuber today. I do go out there and watch the videos and listen to what some of the people say. And this young lady did say, don't try to be on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, all of them at the same time. I believe she's right, because that's what I'm focusing on, is YouTube. So I found that to be the easiest thing to do, and I don't mind putting a little time, effort, and money into YouTube, but it'd be kind of hard to just have it spread out all over the place trying to do things. So if you're over 60, under 50, 20, 30, 40, you need to get on YouTube, because somebody's interested in something you're saying. And I did post yesterday for a video I did with showing my records that I had. I was going to go back and do that again. See, I've got them ready. But yeah, I'm going to focus on YouTube and trying to get better each day. And not trying, I'm going to get better each day. And to continue what I did yesterday, we're going to look at some vinyl records, 45s that I've got sitting around here. And I've got 5 of these, just to kind of let you know what I had here. And I have the original jackets they were in. So I got one from a jazz lady named Gloria Lynn. And Gloria Lynn was on Fontana. And I know about her because I got one of her albums. And she is a not too well-known jazz artist, but she was popular in her moment. So, Gloria Lynn. So, this is a pretty good condition record. And I had it, I don't think I had this one on eBay. But that's usually where you sell the records at. You know, eBay's got a whole new policy now that they're trying to get everybody to accept, and then you have to go through a whole rigmarole to try to figure out if you want to accept that policy and still be on eBay. You can, but they make it very difficult for you. So I don't know how much value eBay has at the moment with so many people on there that has such trickery on it. You know, it's just, you know, there's people that just do things on eBay that kind of made me just not want to be on there. But, you know, some things you got to put up with. So I guess I can put up with it again if I decide to sell. And I do have an old label called OK. And this is a rare one with Little Richard. It's called Poor Dog Who Can't Wag His Own Tail. Poor dog who can't wag his own tail. I don't know what that was about, Little Richard. The flip side is just called Well. And this Well is actually written by Sam Cooke. I never heard of either one of them. I heard of Little Richard, but not the song that this one is. And the vinyl looks very nice on it. And the third one I have, it has a stamp date on it of 1930 something or 1950 something, but it's on 20th Century Fox by Craig Brown. It says Butterflies in My Heart. And I have a little sticker on here saying that it's not on eBay. This was about 10 years ago. And it's called Butterflies in My Heart. Second side is I'm No Good Without You. Oh, and it looks really nice. And that sticker, the stamp that's on here is actually saying 1950 something. The other side shows a little bit clearer. So that's an oldie but goodie. And then Rainwood is the album jacket. This one says it's not on the list of this rare gospel revival of rhythm blues. The In Crowd looks like a hippie record, because Rainwood was fairly new in that time frame. And let's see, the date on it is 1973, so that was a different. And then the other one is, other side is Shake a Hand. Never heard of that. I think it's a little hippie rock and roll song. Every time I see Rainwood, I always think about Dark Shadows, because their record label was Rainwood. Dark Shadows, the soap opera horror show, and it was on ABC. Let's see. And here's a good one from A&M with Quincy Jones. And this is a mono version and stereo version. If I Ever Lose This Heaven. And the good news about this is a very good condition record. Oh, did I show you the mono side or did I show you the stereo side? That's the mono. This is stereo. Yeah, I got some good stuff here. If I ever decide to go back into the market of eBay, there it would be. But I just wanted to put a little something on here. Keep posting. I got so many other things that I could post on here with you. So just get ready to look at the stuff I got here. And I do appreciate you checking the video out and looking. But we're going to go for a little bit longer and just say what I've been focusing on. And today I went to Walmart. Let's see. And got a few things for the kitchen since I moved back into my house. I didn't have a lot of stuff in the refrigerator, so I had to pick up some things. And can't just go out and buy every day, which is what I usually do, especially getting Bojangles biscuit in the morning. So I do that. So, but I bought some biscuits that you could actually cook yourself, and I know I've tried them before and they are good. So that might slow my roll in running out the Bojangles. And in the future, I think I have a few things that I have purchased that I'm gonna tell you about in another video. That would be about Nexus clips and Canva. So I did break down and get that, and it did help, but I'll talk more about that on the next go round. And as far as it goes for the beginning of the week here, just watching the news and watching the stock market careen. Nothing I can do about that. I don't have all that going on. But I was just watching another young lady. She got paid today for her YouTube journey, and she said she got paid over $2,000, and she says to just keep posting with whatever you want to post till you can get your niche in the way you want. Well, I was trying to figure out what my niche would be, and I think it would be being an over 60 person posting on YouTube and retired and telling you my life stories. you know, you can't compare yourself to all these other younger people and the things they're doing, because they're doing what they do for their young age. Like one young fellow I watch, he's making a movie, and um, I don't even know what to say about it when I'm watching it, because he's not saying anything, and he's filming, and people, and he hasn't explained what it is they're doing, and it's like these guys are in the hood and they're filming something, but he's neglected to tell you what the project is or why they're doing it. So you know, every now and then you watch people that you just realize, you know, they're too young for you to be really paying too much attention to, but you see the enthusiasm he has for being a YouTuber, and that is kind of infectious to see somebody that's just dedicated to being a YouTuber. And this young man is just out here with all of his buddies that are cussing like sailors, and I mean, I have yet to figure out what this video. Like, he put 3 of them up there where he's filming, and he acts like we know what he's doing, but we don't. We don't know what this is, and then they have these long breaks, and he records them, and they are stone cold up in the hood. Only reason I'm watching it like that is because it's just interesting to see how other people live, and being young, you know, and how they are. I said, well, that's the part of life that I will never know and don't want to, but it's interesting to do a little side glance, you know, like, so that's the way you live, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you're watching the way they live. So, you know, and that's the good thing about watching these videos. But as my other young lady told me, she said, stop watching all these videos and start making your videos. And so she inspired me to get up here now and show you my records. And then I got this huge closet full of comic books and cards that we can go through and start looking at that and seeing what it's like. I haven't got to the point where I'm outside yet, but I'll be there as it gets warmer and I become more acclimated on being in this house. So I've only done like outside video only once or twice. I noticed some people on here are constantly outside. So I think that's great, you know, but it's just for me, I prefer being inside. You know, it's just, if you have an area where it's nice, where you've already got it set up. Don't really have a good outside area except for in the backyard. So I'll get to that sooner or later. I plan to, but we'll just let this YouTube thing keep going, and I'll tell you about the 2 products that I did buy, and I'm happy with one and okay with the other, but they're both a solid good. So the next video I'll tell you about the good and the not so good yet, because it has potential. And so that's all I got to say today. I'm just chilling out on a weekday, on the first day of the week, and hoping everybody is going to be okay in these stressful times. And I know I am. I'm going to keep chugging along and representing for the over 60 crowd. So anyway, I don't really have a lot to say today, so I'm so sorry that it's, if you stay to this point, then somebody needs to give you a medal. But but I do thank you. You have a good day today.